Hi, we're here with Vance from AXE. We had a great time today seeing your store. You might start with how you came up with the idea.
Sure, yeah, hey, thanks for having me. This is pretty cool that you guys have this awesome sound recording studio. So coming up with the idea for AXE, it all stems from my prior job. I was an indoor skydiving instructor, so it was important for me for people to have fun as well as for me to have fun with my job. That being said, it's pretty dead-endy. I was capped out, I was training the other instructors, but the pay wasn't there. I was in school for business to try to parlay that into something bigger. And then my ex-girlfriend took me on this amazing date to an axe throwing place, and I was in love at the first throw. It was so much fun that I told her on the way home that I was going to open one of these venues. She was like, "You're not gonna open one after throwing one time?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." You know, the next day the business plan was born and we were off to the races. It all happened in about 8 months.
Wow.
But it would have been a lot longer. I had to quit my job, which was super scary to pursue this because I could tell that I wasn't gonna have enough time to do all the research I wanted to.
It seems really quick. You rip the Band-Aid off. I quit my job. I'm gonna go in. I'm going all in. You're clearly an adrenaline junkie, or you like to live life on the edge. Has that always been there for you since you were a kid, or where does that come from?
No way, no, it totally developed. As a kid, I was a little bit risk averse. I'm not sure if I did the job out of trying to maintain that adrenaline junkie style. It was more a future plan, and I was scared that I wasn't gonna try it. I wasn't scared of failing. I could fail, that's fine. But part of me didn't know if I was gonna even try.
Do you live close?
Super close.
Yeah. Because you're an Auburn boy.
I
You
grew
broke
up.
Yeah.
An Auburn boy, yeah, I like that term. Born and raised in Auburn. It's cool to be able to contribute to the community and do something that brings people real joy, you know? Everyone leaves that place with a smile on their face. People that I grew up with here.
Community.
Community, yeah, it's important to me.
You go in a short period of time from having been an employee at the indoor skydiving for a number of years to now on the other side being an employer. What advice would you have for someone that's kind of making that transition, and what are some of the things that you have realized that weren't there when you were an employee?
That's a good question. Managing employees is its own special consideration. It's not gonna be easy. There's a lot of books out there that could be beneficial that have helped me. You have to be willing to learn more about how to be in charge of people and how to make sure they're feeling respected and valued in the company too, and they're gonna return that in the way that they reflect your business to the customers, right? Our place is fundamentally different than the other places. Usually it's the painted circles on the wood, but we have the projected targets on the wood, kind of like Topgolf, so real axes, real wood, but people notice the difference. If you're throwing them at duck hunt or big buck hunter with axes, not just a whiteboard and wood chips on the ground. We're different, you know?
Yeah. I really liked that because you can change it up and you can have different targets. It makes it interesting.
Way more fun, right?
Yeah, way more fun.
It kind
for
of
sure.
gamifies it in a way, like at least my kids who are young teens, they love that. They love that interactive piece. Can kids go?
Yeah, ages 8 and up can throw with us, and they do so well. We have smaller, lighter weight axes, and it's super safe, 0 axe events ever, so bring them out.
You sharing too that the girls are actually better at it?
Oh yeah, girls are way better, usually because they're better at following directions.
Yeah.
Guys are gonna like try to muscle it and just use brute force and like, oh, just try scooting back. Like, oh no, I got it. Keep throwing it harder, it's not gonna always work.
You started this mobile portion of your business where you'll go to events. And when did you start that, and how's that going for you?
It's going fantastic. We started last July, so almost 1 year from now. We had every weekend booked out for months, and we do these epic events where people line up just to throw axes with us. It's the life of the party. They come there, they make memories together. It's pretty AXE-traordinary, if you ask me.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the struggles that you've had in getting the business off the ground?
Sure, the very beginning was tough. That choice initially, if I want to leave my job to pursue this when you don't have any guarantee, and then trying to get a landlord to agree to the lease when you don't have a prior business too. Some were kind of stringing us along for months where we had our eggs in that basket, and we're not making money at that time. So that's what we wanted to go to this one place, and it didn't work out. So we were getting toward the end of how much money we could hemorrhage in the meantime, and we could not sustain that for very much longer before we were going to get our old jobs back, essentially. But thankfully, our landlord, took the chance on us, and it's been an awesome 3.5 years and definitely proved to them that the city wanted something like this.
So where are you going from here?
Well, I want to open multiple shops. I want to be north, want to have one north, one around where I'm at right now in Auburn, that general area, and then one south as well. And I want to be known as like the best axe throwing in Washington, hands down, which I think we already are in terms of the axe throwing portion, and do that with the superior customer service and the quality of the axe throwing lanes and everything.
Yeah, I really like that, the way that you have it set up. It's very safe, for one, because everything's in a cage, so even if you're a bad throw, it's going to hit the netting.
Which is impressive, because you built it yourself. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, that goes back to the indoor skydiving instructor in me, where you have to keep someone safe. That's the #1 priority over money, over fun, and then those things get layered on next.
How do people find you?
So you guys can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those channels. We're right down in Auburn, Washington, across from the Justice Center. We're open Wednesday through Sunday. Come on out, have some fun.
Well, thank you for joining us for this Sound People with Vance and AXE. We will now make a swift exit.